Fuck you cowards, never knew you. God said it, I didn't. No soul, vibe missing. My job made your job different. You paid the kill culture. God said it, I didn't. You niggas disease to us. Blood sucking, mind shifting. Hope you burn in hell. Pussy. God said it, I didn't. Ain't no songs about killing white boys for perspective. Killing niggas, killing. Y'all said it, I didn't.
What's going on with P. Diddy?
If you ain't from that side with it, you ain't pressed no enemies.
I sit back and observe and listen to all the different viewpoints.
Disrespectful nigga, the hood said it.
And I said,
dreaming of a million with a million distractions, pistol popping, peeling and
trying to give overstanding about what's going on as it relates to P. Diddy.
Just like we can't feel your passion. From my project window, all I see is commotion.
Right
Do not prescribe me no motion, nigga. I need some motion. Hey, I ain't choose the fucking struggle, nigga. I arrived in it. My environment with the vibe of your kind. In 5 minutes, you live in a box, you live in it.
Now here's the thing, Big Pressure TV, I told you we're going to talk about Diddy, right? And I would like to say that you have to look at everything he's going through from a spiritual perspective in order to fully grasp or understand the hour and the time that we are currently in. Because everything is on time with time at the end of the day. We're living under God's authority, so he's in control of every situation and scenario if you understand. I said I'm going to title this one called P. Diddy Dancing with the Devil. Mr. Take That, Take That. Every time we saw Diddy, he was dancing. It was a party. It was a celebration. That's what he personified. However, when we put it in this proper perspective, whatever we see with Diddy at this current time and hour, we have to ask ourselves, how did he become this way? What made him like this? Because he wasn't this on his own, but he's a product. Yeah, P. Diddy is a product himself of social engineering. Somebody made the personification that we used to see, some people used to look up to, some people just watch for entertainment purposes, but he is a product of social engineering. Now, one time I was afforded the opportunity to teach a group of men, and I can remember scrambling for a subject that will speak directly to their conditions, but more importantly, inspire or elevate their thinking. And then I came up with the question, what is social engineering? What do that mean when you hear that word? When you got people who are in a position of power, in order to maintain that position of power, they got to be able to control the reality or the perception of reality. Don't forget that word, the perception of reality, because whoever controls perception controls reality. So it's almost like a script, if you will. They already know the ending of the play because they wrote the play. Let's talk about social engineering. When you look at us today as a people, and you overstand and you ask yourself, how did we get into this position? Why are we at the bottom rung of every social status in society, as far as politically, economically, socially, whatever you can name? Why are we at the bottom? who engineered this plot or this plan to create this ideal or concept of niggas, which means product of the slave master, if you understand high science. Because it's a product that he produced, social engineering. Here's an example. When you study our youth, and you see how they got the tattoos on their face, they grow their hair wild, they present this kind of, you know what I mean, raw, uncut, aggressive type of energy or persona, right? Where did they come from? Social engineering. When they allow Lil Wayne to come into those doors, or when they allow Lil Wayne to enter into the gang, when they decided to give him an elevated platform to personify who he was or who they made him to be. Social engineering. You started seeing replicas of Lil Waynes in the communities, almost like clones. Everybody popping up with this Lil Wayne type of vibe or persona, if you get what I'm saying. We talking social engineering. We take it all the way back to the 70s with the blaxploitation movies such as The Mac and what's another one? Superfly, any of these type of movies, right? Social engineering. They put on the script first on the big screens. Impressionable minds will watch these movies, and what's being impressed upon their mind is the imagery. Break down, understand, open your ears, listen to what I'm saying. What's being impressed upon the thinking of the people is the imagery, the images that they see. And as a result, they begin to emulate what they see. Yeah, it's called writing history in advance and walking into it, but the real guys do it on real time. You know what I mean? The enemy always do it from the left-handed expression. So we talking social engineering. In order for Diddy to climb that ladder, in order for Diddy to get up in those doors that they call Hollywood or whatever those doors are. Dance, nigga, dance. Diddy had to perform. Dance, nigga, dance. Because when you understand the social dynamics of this system, the only value that's placed upon black people is when they dance, nigga, dance, when they dancing, when they entertaining, when they hippity hopping, when they rapping, when they bopping, when they singing, whatever is in it. You know what I mean? Those are the ones who really get the light, if you will, in this world, which is a false light. But we talking social engineering, so when Diddy went up there into those rooms and Diddy had to conform and perform, allegedly, talking social engineering. And then at a certain point in time, Diddy popped out on the big screen, the main screen, on all the radio stations, and you know what I mean, it was just his voice, his persona, his everything that was propagated and promoted to the people, to the point that he became a larger than life personality or a larger than life individual. We talking social engineering. So now Diddy come out on the platforms and tell us it's all about the Benjamins, baby. And they started putting out these particular themes and songs where it's almost like predicting the future by controlling the reality. They prescribing the diamond of knowledge, so they controlling the circumference of the activity. Talking social engineering. So now you got Diddy on the big stage and he got this mass persona. However, Diddy is a reflection of the product that made him. So now let's break it down. When you get to what Diddy is going through and what Diddy is dealing with right now at this hour, it's easy for everybody to look, condemn, criticize, say this and say that, but the wise gonna look behind the veil and say, why? Don't let that go over your head. When you understand the why, then you can break down the who, the what, and the where. Yeah, it's all mathematics. This is part one of what we breaking down called Dancing with the Devil. And we dealing with the thought of social engineering, how the enemy creates these situations and circumstances. It's a book called Silent Weapons for Quiet Wars, and in this book it says when you're dealing with a silent weapon and a quiet war, they don't shoot bombs and missiles, because if a bomb is launched or if a missile is shot, then you automatically know you engaged in war. So they don't shoot bombs and missiles, they shoot situations and circumstances. It's part one. We're going to break down how to create situations and circumstances. Big Pressure TV.